because he earned more that night than you did. He argues about the split. You tell him the person watching the room is more valuable than the person sitting at the table. The person at the table can be replaced. The person who sees everything cannot. He takes the $800. You drive home and you think about the 6 minutes you didn't see. You think about what you missed and what else you might be missing, and how to build a system that doesn't depend on one person seeing everything. You start building it. Level 4, the team. You're 25. There are 5 of you now. You spent 3 months building this carefully. Not just finding people who wanted money, finding people who were smart and calm and could perform under pressure. Your friend from college who used to do theater. A woman you met at a poker game who had the stillest face you'd ever seen. Marcus, who you already trusted. A guy who worked in finance and understood probability in his bones. Everyone has a role. You're the big player. You come to the table when the count is high and bet large. You're the one who wins the money. You don't count cards at the table because you don't need to. By the time you sit down, the work is already done. The counter sits at the table playing minimum bets, losing slowly, looking bored. He counts. When the count reaches the threshold, he signals. The spotter watches the room, watches for pit bosses, surveillance, anything changing. If something feels wrong, he signals abort. The distraction is the woman with the still face. When you come to the table, she creates a minor scene nearby. Nothing dramatic. Drops something. Asks a dealer a long, confusing question. Shifts attention for the 30 seconds you need to sit down and place your first large bet without anyone watching too closely. The driver waits outside. Always the same spot. Always the engine running. You've done 9 sessions now across 4 casinos. Total winnings? $47,000. Split 5 ways. You've made almost $10,000 in 9 weekends. More than 2 months of your actual salary. The team runs like something you built and are proud of. Clean, coordinated, invisible. You start thinking about bigger targets. Level 5, the device. You're 26. You found something that shouldn't exist, but does. A small computer. Fits in the sole of a shoe. Connected wirelessly to a camera hidden in a shirt button small enough that you have to know it's there to see it. The camera reads the cards as they're dealt. The computer runs the calculation. The result comes back as a vibration pattern against the bottom of your foot. 1 pulse means hit, 2 means stand, 3 means double down. A long pulse means the count is high and the next hand is yours. It cost $8,000. You bought it with team money. You told the team it was an equipment upgrade. You didn't tell them what the equipment was. Given the choice, compromise the team's freedom for the sake of mathematical precision, or play fair and risk human error. What would you do? The device removes the last human variable. The count never slips. The optimal play is always correct. There's no fatigue, no stress response, no moment at 2 a.m. when the numbers blur and you add wrong. The machine doesn't have bad nights. First session, you win $6,000 in 4 hours. You sit in your car afterward and look at the cash and feel something you haven't felt since the first night with Marcus. The feeling of a system working perfectly. But here's what changed the moment you bought it. Card counting is not illegal. The casino can ask you to leave, but they cannot prosecute you. The device is different. Using a computer to assist gambling is a federal crime in Nevada. Not a civil matter. Not a fine. Federal. You knew this before you bought it. You bought it anyway. 3 weeks later, you're at a table at the MGM. Session is going well. Up $3,400. The shoe is rich and the device is humming against your foot and everything is working. A pit boss stops behind you. He doesn't say anything. He just stands there. You can feel him without turning around. You keep playing. Normal face, normal pace. Inside your chest, something is running very fast. He stays for 4 minutes. You know because you're counting seconds the way you count cards. Automatic. You can't turn it off. Then he moves on. You play 2 more hands. You lose both deliberately. You color up. You walk to the cage. You cash out. You walk to the exit without looking back. In the parking garage, you take off your left shoe. You hold the device in your hand. It's smaller than a matchbook. It cost $8,000 and almost cost you everything else. You don't know why the pit boss stopped behind you. Routine, pattern recognition. Someone in surveillance flagging your betting consistency. a random pause that meant nothing. You don't know, and not knowing is the thing